What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Homesick Buckeye, back again with another video. Here we hope to motivate you, uplift you, give you something to laugh and smile about. And we talk about all things ketogenic. Are you moving, grooving, steadily improving? Are you living and giving, striving and thriving? Hopefully you are. I certainly am. And we want you to be too. It's been a little while since I made my last video where I just, kick it with the family and just talk about things. And so I wanted to do this video today and um, just update you on what I've had going on and what's been happening in my life over the past week or 10 days or so. And so we're going to do that and talk about maybe a little bit about what we got upcoming and all that kind of stuff. So where do I start? The Keto Summit. That was about maybe 10 days or so ago, I guess now. I went to the Keto Summit. It was absolutely outstanding. You guys saw some of the videos I made with Dr. Barry and Rachel from Two Crazy Ketos and Dr. Hampton and some of the other folks. It was great to be out there with the folks and with the people, just hanging out with folks that are just like minded, doing what we do. They know our struggles. They know our triumphs and tribulations. It's just it's really cool to hang out with people that are just like-minded and doing what you do. So that was a lot of fun. I met a lot of cool people. I came out with an Instagram and a TikTok and a Clubhouse, accounts and that kind of stuff. So it was cool and it was fun. I talked about the trick or treat bag that we got full of keto candy and stuff. Smashed that the first day. And something that I've told a few people, I'm not sure if I've said it to the family, but 4 months ago, there's no way I could have made it to that summit. There's absolutely no way. Man, I tell you, it was a long walk from like where the rooms were to where the meetings were. It was a long walk from the hallway to where my room was. And there's no way I could have done it 4 months ago before I started, the ketogenic living and that sort of thing. So I'm grateful and thankful. Man, they would have had to give me a B12 shot and a Gatorade IV. There's just no way I could have done it. But thanks to the ketogenic living and the things I've been doing, I was able to go to that summit. And I tell you what, I was on fumes by the time I came out of there, family. I mean, everything hurt but my face. I could just tell you, I was everything. My face was good, but everything else was a mess. But you know what? It was still a blessing because even though I was on fumes and that I was able to do it, and that means a lot. So when I got back home from that, I took it easy for a few days because I was kind of sore. I had a foot and an ankle and an Achilles heel that was just really bothering me. But after a few days, it got better. I was hobbling around there for a little bit. But when I got back from the summit, I just kind of got back into everyday life and my routines and that sort of thing. And we did a couple episodes of the Cookout, which was cool. And, just I had a couple of shorts that I've done and some other videos. I got some cooking videos that are going to be coming out pretty soon. And another short shopping video. So, like I said, man, we're going to get back into the swing of things and start making some more videos. A lot of people reached out with comments and things about the blood work video. They really appreciated that. I'm really glad. I can't remember who, forgive me. One of the family asked a question about the lab work and asked about the nurse. I had a nurse that came to my house and drew the blood, and somebody asked if that was from LabCorp. And the answer to that was no, that nurse was not from LabCorp, but LabCorp does offer that service in some areas. When I went online to check, they did not offer the mobile nurse in my area, but I found a third-party service that did it. So they were not an employee of LabCorp or LabCorp. It was a third-party vendor. But if you want that and you check in your local area, LabCorp may do it in your local area. If not, I'm sure there's third-party services in your area as well. So whatever it takes, but get your lab work done, get your fasting insulin checked. I can't stress that enough. And just get to work, do the work, and get that blood work and get that blood work looking good, and get on the road to better health. So, couple other things, after going to the summit, and getting back into the swing of things, I thought of something that I thought was interesting. And maybe you will too. I'm going to start doing it. Maybe it'll catch on. A lot of folks, get caught up in the categories, the carnivore and the ketovore and the keto and the this and the that, dirty and clean and, all that kind of stuff. And, I don't really like the categories that much. I understand the need for them. It's kind of a human being thing. We like to categorize ourselves and, you know, group ourselves and belong to something. But I'm going to start using the carb number. I think, when I look at this thing, I'm like, so much of everything in our health is numbers. Your weight, your blood pressure, your glucose, A1C, everything is numbers. And so I'm going to start using my carb number, and I'm going to start asking people what their carb number is. And your carb number is the basically on a normal everyday kind of deal. How many carbs do you eat in a day normally? My number is about 15, 12 to 15. Your number might be 20. Your number might be somebody else's number might be 40. Somebody's might be 100. Some might be 5. But if my number is 12 and your number is 3, we can kind of get a sense of, where we're at in the ketogenic scale. And I think for people that are new, like for me, I'm fairly new in the space. And so I didn't understand all that stuff, dirty and clean and all this and that. But, numbers I could definitely understand. And, it may help new people when they come in, as well as people who've never heard of, what we do, which is really the kind of folks that I'm looking to reach. The first thing I ask them, when I talk to them is, how many carbs do you eat in a day? Most people have no idea. I mean, they absolutely no idea how many carbs they eat in a day. So I usually will start there. And you'd be surprised how many people come back to me after a period of time and they say, man, I ate 350 carbs yesterday or 400 carbs yesterday. And then I can kind of go from there into, helping them get those carbs down or explaining to them, kind of what that means and that sort of thing. So I'm going to start using carb number. I'm going to start asking people their carb numbers. On the cookout, I'm going to ask people, and maybe it'll catch on, maybe it won't. But, I consider myself a keto evangelist. I'm all about evangelism. I want the whole world to know about, ketogenic life and, what it's done for me, and that it's about total health. It's not just about weight loss. Family, we got to let people know that, there's so many sick people and so many people just hurting with all types of illnesses and diseases and that. And we've got a great message that, everybody needs to hear. And so I don't care whether you're carnivore or ketovore or whatever. This is a big tent here. You're part of the family. If you even care about how many carbs you're eating, if you know how many carbs you're eating and you care about it and you want to get that number as low as you can get it comfortably, I'm all about that. And I want to have a big tent and everybody's welcome. I got lots of carnivore friends and lots of ketovore and keto and low carb and people who aren't, high carb. So that's how I feel about it. And we'll see. Maybe it'll catch on, maybe it won't, but I'm going to start doing that. And so if I ask you what your carb number is, you'll know, what I'm talking about. Um, and, I also want to talk a little bit about, the keto evangelism. Something happened to me today that was pretty awesome. A friend of mine that I let know start the channel, when I first started the channel, a friend of mine sent me a text message today and said to me that him and his wife had started keto when I started my channel. And I didn't know. I had no idea. But they told me that how much they enjoyed the channel and that they both started doing keto, and the wife was down like 30 pounds and had cut her diabetes medication in half, and the husband had lost like 15 pounds and was feeling better than he had in years. And I just was so excited about that because, when I started this channel, that's all I wanted to do is just help people. I felt like I'd been let out of a cage, when I found this way of living, and I just wanted to share it with everybody. And I just think it's so awesome that they were able to see better health. And one thing that did make me mad though is when she told her doctor about it, the doctor wasn't very happy, and she wanted to get her fasting insulin checked, and the doctor told her she shouldn't. And I told her, hey, you need to find a new doctor, because your doctor should be happy when you have success, not sad, not be yelling at you about it or criticizing you about it. I mean, that's what doctors are supposed to be here for, is to help us and to get us healthy and keep us healthy, but some doctors just don't see it our way, but I'm happy for them. I'm going to try to get them on the cookout to talk about their success, because that's what that's all about. We want to have people on the cookout that have just a great, success story. It doesn't matter if it's big or little. You don't have to lose 1,000 pounds. If you lost 1 pound, if you reduced your medications, if you feel better, man, we want everybody to know, what's out there for them, and give it a try, and hopefully it'll help them. So that's that. Another thing I want to talk about and update you guys on is my weight. Now, people ask me all the time about my weight loss and how much weight I've lost and all that kind of stuff. And I've talked about it a few times. I don't care, how much I weigh. If you watch my series, My Overweight Life, I didn't weigh myself for 30 years. And my thought is, if I didn't care how much I weighed for 30 years, why do I care now? And so I don't weigh myself every day. I don't weigh myself every week. But I am going to weigh myself every month, and I'm going to tell you guys about it, because, again, people ask, and I am a man of the people. We've talked about this. So I'll try to do everything you ask me to do, anything that'll help you or motivate you. And the people that care about me just want to know what's going on. So on the 15th of every month, I'm going to do a weigh-in and let you know where I'm at with everything. So I weighed myself yesterday. Today is the 16th. I weighed myself yesterday, and I weighed in at 511 pounds, which is 4 pounds down from the last time I weighed myself. I was 515. That was before I went to the summit. I was 515, so now I'm 511. And, 11 more pounds, and I'll be out of the 500 club. I'll have a 4 handle on my weight. And that's cool. Again, I don't have any goals. I don't have any plans. I don't have any long-term plans. I've said it a million times. I'm perfectly happy to lose this weight the same way I gained it. And it's really about total health to me. It's also about living my life. You can't choose when you lose weight, how much weight you lose, where you lose it. You can't worry about all that. You can't control any of that. So I don't even try. I just live my life, and I do, try to do the right things the right way every day. And wherever I end up, I end up. I don't know where that'll be, but stay tuned, watch the channel, and you'll find out month by month where we're at with everything. So I think that's all I've got for now. Again, I just wanted to catch up with the family, let everybody know how I was doing, what I was doing, what I had going on, and then announce, my weight and talk about my carb number idea. And I've done all that. So how about that? As always, I want to leave you with words of encouragement. I know it can be tough, man. I know, but I need you to hang in there. I need you to believe in what you're doing, believe in where you're going, keep moving, grooving, steadily improving. Man, your life, your health, it's like a great statue, man, like a great sculpture. You just got to keep chiseling away at it until it's perfect. It's not a race. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people are saying or compare yourself to anybody else, man. You do it your way. Do what you can do what you can sustain, and then work and build and grow from there. That's what I've done. It's worked so far for me, and I'm going to just keep doing it. So keep striving and thriving, keep living and giving. All right. And as always, I wish you all the best, and I will see you on the next one.